only get 3 clues. Can you guess the soccer/football player after those 3 clues? There are 20 footballers to guess. Can you guess all of them? Let's find out. Let's start with the first player. Okay, the first player. Now these are going to be, there's going to be 3 clues, and each clue is supposed to get more specific. So your goal is to try and guess before, as soon as possible, basically. Because by the 3rd clue, it's going to get very, very obvious who the player is. But as the players go on and we get to the 20th player, the 3rd clue may not be all that helpful. But the first clue should be the most helpful, going towards the last clue, which is more specific. So let's start with the very, very first player. Here's the first clue. They are known for exceptional close control. When they dribble, they're very, very, how do I explain that? They do very close control. It's not really long strides or movements or even skill moves. It's very close together movements. Uses a lot of agility. That was the first clue. Lock in your answers if you can. Here is the second clue. The second clue is they spent most of their career at one club. And it gets more specific from that. At one Spanish club. Most of their career was with one Spanish club. Some of these hints have these keywords like Spanish club instead of just club. So I'm gonna try to keep it as true to the clues that I have. Although for some of them it may be too easy. So for example, this third one, I'm probably not gonna. No, I'm gonna do is the first question. It's supposed to be easy. The third clue is this: they are an Argentine who has won multiple Ballon d'Or awards. And as we previously mentioned in other videos, the Ballon d'Or is for the best player. It's a French magazine that basically chooses the best. The best player, but they're also voted on by, I believe, coaches and other players, and also the magazine people. I don't actually know. That's a great question. Alright, those are your 3 clues. Lock in your answer now. Alright, the answer is the one, the only, some people's GOATs. Lionel Messi, the Argentinian legend, and arguably one of the, if not the best player of all time. Personally, I don't agree, but debatable. But what's not debatable, he is top 2 for sure. That I will agree with. Alright, question number 2, or player number 2. First hint. They are famous for their athleticism and their goal-scoring ability. Famous for their athleticism and their goal-scoring ability. That's the first clue. Second clue. Played for elite clubs in England, Spain, and Italy. Played for elite clubs in Spain, England, and Italy. Italy. And last clue. I'm changing it up. I had a couple of clues, but I'm going to choose this one. They are the most followed athlete on on social media. They are the most followed athlete on social media. Alright, did you lock in? The answer is the true GOAT, the best of all time, 10 times better than Lionel Messi. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just kidding. I know it is, but not 10 times better, maybe 2 times better, 1.5 times better, 1.01 times better. Alright. Player number 3. The first clue is became a global sports icon. Who is it? Who is it? It could be anybody. That's what the first clue is. It's supposed to be just a general one that anybody, or not anybody, but a lot of people can fit into, a lot of players. Second clue. This player has represented Brazil on the world stage. They have represented Brazil. So this basically means they play for Brazil. And on the world stage, in international tournaments, like the World Cup. Did you lock in your answer already? You know what we're going to do? If you can guess after the first clue, you get 3 points. If you guess after the second clue, you get 2 points. If you guess after the last clue, you get 1 point. That's how we're going to do it. So tally up and let me know what your score is at the end. The last clue is this player has won 3 FIFA World Cups. So if you are confused and you are wondering what this player is, based off all the clues, you should probably know who it is at this point. Alright, answers are locked. The player is none other than, again, arguably the greatest player of all time, depending on who you ask. Pele, 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 Pele. Did you guess that one? Alright, next question, or next player. The first hint, or the first clue is known for precision passing and free kicks. Known for precision passing and free kicks. Who comes to your mind at this point? Hint number 2. They played for Manchester United and Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Now listen, I'm not saying there's no doubles, that a player can appear twice. But I'm also not saying that that will happen. So, I'm just saying some of these could be pointing you towards Cristiano Ronaldo, technically. Maybe not the passing part, but you know. Alright, the last clue is they are an English star whose fame is beyond football. So they've done more than just football. They're known for other things other than just football. Alright, you should probably know who it is by now. Lock in your answers. Here is the answer. The player is none other than Bend It Like Beckham, David Beckham, David Beckham, David Beckham. The best English player of all time. Maybe. Is it Rooney? Is it George Best? Is it John Terry? Alright, player number 5. First clue. They are known for flair and creativity. Known for flair and creativity. Okay. Second clue. They played for Barcelona and PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, just in case you want to guess before the third clue. Third clue. They are a Brazilian attacker known for their skill moves. Brazilian attacker known for their skill moves. If you've ever played FIFA or any of those soccer games, this player would have 5-star skill moves. Definitely. 100%. Answers are locked. Here is the fifth player. Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. Did you get that one right? Okay, so similar to our other trivia videos. By the way, if you do enjoy these trivia videos, I have a couple of soccer ones already on my channel. I have different types of trivia. Disney, anime, video games, you name it. But I'm definitely looking to do more soccer/football ones in the future. So subscribe if you want to. If not, that's cool. But similar to those other videos, I had easy, medium, hard categories. Today, that was the easy category. Now we're moving into the medium category, which is for the next 9 or so questions. And then I believe it goes to the hard category. But again, medium's not too difficult, so we're starting off a decently easy quiz today. Question number 6, or player number 6. The first hint is, they are known for explosive speed. Explosive speed. Who is very, very fast. Again, I feel like a lot, maybe not a lot, but a decent amount of these clues, if you think about soccer games that you may have played, you may know or use the stats from those games to figure out who this player is. That was the first clue. Second clue, rose to fame as a teenager. Again, not too... If you get it from these two clues, then that is very, very interesting. Because a fast teenager, not very descriptive. There's a lot of them. Alright. Clue number 3. They scored in a World Cup final for France. They scored in a World Cup final for France. They're known for explosive speed. They rose to fame as a teenager, and they scored in a World Cup final for France. Now this could be, a couple of different people. So it's starting to get a little bit more difficult. Is your answer locked? Now they all are, because all answers are locked. Can't change it anymore. The answer is Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Did you get it right? Player number 7. The first clue. They are known for joyful and expressive football. They are known for joyful and expressive football. For me, this clue is so generic that it's so specific, if that makes sense. If you don't know the player, then this seems like the most generic clue. But if you know the player, you probably already guessed it. So lock in your answers now before the second clue. Here's the second clue. They won major trophies with Barcelona. They won major trophies with Barcelona. And the third clue. They are famous for skills like the elastico. The elastico. The elastico. One of the moves that I feel like a lot of us did when we used to play. You still maybe do. Answers are locked. Do you know who it is? The man who went to prison and basically played soccer in prison, and everyone loved him. The man who really enjoyed playing football, and you could tell that he really just enjoyed playing the game. The one, the only, Ronaldinho. 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 One of my favorite players of all time. Alright, player number 8. They are known for elegance in the midfield. Known for elegance in the midfield. So now we're going to a midfield player. There's a lot of forwards that we were talking about. But here's another midfielder. Second clue. They have scored twice in a World Cup final. They have scored twice in a World Cup final. Now for the third clue, there is a couple of them that I want to use. I'm going to use this one because I feel like it's a lot more generic than the one I was going to say. But the one I'm going to say is pretty funny. But anyway, the third clue is they later, after playing, they later managed Real Madrid, and they did so successfully. So they were a pretty good coach, or manager for Real Madrid. So again, known for elegance in the midfield, scored twice in a World Cup final, and later managed Real Madrid successfully. Answers locked. The clue I wanted to give, and you're not going to get any points. Actually, you know what? I'll give 0.5 points if you guess it and get it right after this hint. It's just one word. Headbutt. Headbutt. That's it. I remember back in the day, that was in 2006, there was memes. Imagine that. Memes in 2006 of the headbutt. It was so funny. And there was a video game online you used to play where you could, every time you click, they would headbutt, and you had to headbutt all the players. It was so funny. Anyway, the player is Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane. The bald maestro in the midfield. Dun, dun, dun. Also, if anyone guessed a different name, for example, you may have said, I don't know, Platini. If you said a different name, let me know in the comments, because I want to know who you guessed other than the answers, who tricked you, who confused you, who did you think it was? Alright, player number 9. This player, first clue, is known for pace and smooth finishing. Pace and smooth finishing. Second clue. Alright, I'll let you think about it for a little bit. Okay. Second clue. Became a club legend in England. So, they became a club legend. So, an English club. They became a club legend. And the last clue. France's all-time great forward. I would arguably say the best French forward of all time. And again, I don't know the history, so maybe there are better forwards. But to me, this is the best forward. Alright, all answers locked. Here we go. For 0.5 points, just a bonus clue. I think it was 2004. FIFA 04 was my favorite game of all time. I used to play it all the time, and I love Ronaldo. So I used to play Manchester United, and I used to get beat up by this player all the time. It was absolutely ridiculous. And that player played for Arsenal, and that player is Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry. One of my favorite players of all time. But always beat me in my video game, so maybe not my favorite. Alright, player number 10. This player is known for speed and a powerful left foot. So a little bit of difference. A lot of these players are right-footed. This player is left-footed. Just like using the left foot to press on the gas like that car just now. Second clue. They became a star in the Premier League in England. Became a star in the Premier League in England. Lock in your answers now because the next clue will give it away. They are an iconic Egyptian footballer. An iconic Egyptian footballer. Now, I don't know much, but I only know one Egyptian footballer. So to me, he's the best Egyptian footballer. Answer's locked. You probably got it after that one. The answer is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Also known as Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Alright. Isn't there controversy with him? They weren't playing him or benching him or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Alright, we are halfway through. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's keep going with question number 11. Player number 11. This player is known for vision and passing. Known for vision and passing. What player could it be? Clue number 2. This player led his nation deep into a World Cup. This player led his nation deep into a World Cup. So here's a hint. They didn't win it, but they went far. And you know what? I'll tell you. They went to the final. Not going to tell you which year. Now, I could make this hint a couple of different ways. Which way do I want to do it? I could either give you the year or the country. The country is easier. It's in the medium category. I'll give you the country. It is a Croatian who won the Ballon d'Or. A Croatian who has won the Ballon d'Or. Who is it? Answers are locked. You should have guessed it already. The answer is Luka Modric. Luka Modric. The other hint would have been who won the Ballon d'Or in 2018. 2018 was a World Cup where he led his nation to the final. And then lost to Argentina. No, Argentina was 2022. Lost to France. Mbappe. Yes, I believe so. Alright. Question number 12. Player number 12. This player is known for calmness under pressure. Calmness under pressure. I don't think I've ever seen this player show any emotion. Definitely not. Well, okay, that's not true. they may be, but whenever I picture this player playing, they never looked stressed. They never looked scared. They were just neutral, down to business, Clue number 2. Played most of their career at Barcelona. Played most of their career at Barcelona. Okay. Now, if you're like me, you're probably thinking of 2 different players. And if you are, it might be one of them. Clue number 3. They scored the winning goal in the 2010 World Cup final. And I was going to say a lot of these so far have been like more recent players. But it's kind of crazy. 2010 was 16 years ago. But it feels like yesterday. That's crazy. Time flies. Alright, answers are locked. The answer is Andres Iniesta. Andres Iniesta. I never saw this guy sweat. He was always calm, cool, collected. And he was crazy in that Barcelona and Spain midfield. Alright, player number 13. This player is known for leadership and intensity. Leadership and intensity. Okay. Who was intense? Clue number 2. They scored crucial goals as a defender. So this is finally a defending player. Shout out to all the defenders out there. Your job is not glitz and glamour and fashion and fanciness, scoring goals and getting all the love. But your job is a really, really important one. Okay. Never forget that. Alright. And the last clue. They are a long-time captain. They are, or they were, I don't know, of Real Madrid and Spain. Real Madrid and Spain. Known for leadership and intensity, scored crucial goals as a defender and a longtime captain of Real Madrid and Spain. You should know who this is. Answers are locked. It is the one, the only, Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos. That defense of Ramos and Pepe was so funny. They played like you stole their lunch money, Like they're going to get their money back no matter what. They're going to trip you, they're going to foul you, they're going to push you. It was crazy. Alright, player number 14. This player is known for physical presence and composure. Physical presence and composure. Second clue. They transformed a Premier League defense. They transformed a Premier League's club's defense. Who could that be? And last but not least, the last clue. This gives a lot of information. Also, if you don't know the full name, I'll allow partial name. I may even allow descriptions. They are a Dutch centre back for Liverpool. They are a Dutch centre back for Liverpool. That gives a lot of hints, or a lot of information. Answers are locked. The answer is Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk. A great defender. And definitely transformed that Premier League team. Without him and Mo Salah, Mane. Who else was there? Firmino, I believe. Those are the forwards, defenders. Alexander Trent. And all those guys. That's a great team. Okay. Believe it or not, we are now on to player number 15, which is starting the harder category. Is it harder? I don't think so, but hey, you never know. Player number 15. They are known for controlling the tempo of games. They are known for controlling the tempo of games. Okay. Second clue. They are a key part of a historic tiki-taka team. Tiki-taka team. And to just zone in a little bit more, just a tiny bit, the last clue is they are a legendary Barcelona midfielder. They are a legendary Barcelona midfielder. Now, for this one, I think there are 3 players that fall into part of this description. One of them has already been said, so there's technically 2, in my opinion. Some of you may be like, it's just one of them. And I hope you're right. Answers a lot. The answer is not Sergio Busquets, but it is Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez. That midfield was disgusting. And the worst part was they copy and pasted that midfield from Barcelona to the Spanish national team, which is disgusting. Because it just worked. They were so good. Alright. Player number 16. First clue. They are known for explosive acceleration. They were quick. Explosive acceleration. Who's known for that? There's a lot of fast players out there. Second clue. We're going a little bit farther back. They dominated defenders in the late 1990s. Dominated defenders in the late 1990s. You have to put your mind to the test with this one. And last clue. They are a Brazilian striker who has won 2 World Cups. A legendary Brazilian striker who won 2 World Cups. Answers are a lot. The answer is it El Phenomenal or The Phenomenal? Or just Phenomenal? El Phenomenal. R9, Ronaldo, Nazario. If you said the Brazilian Ronaldo, I'll allow that. R9, Brazilian, Ronaldo, Nazario. I still can't believe that haircut. It was really cool. Player number 17. They are known for elite positioning and finishing. Elite positioning and finishing. Okay. Could be a bunch of players. But this second one can only be one man. And if you know this stat, then good for you. But if you don't, it's cool to learn. This player scored 5 goals in a game. No. In an hour. No. In 1 half. No. In 9 minutes. Which will never be broken. Unless there's some game where a team couldn't field 11 players. players. And so there's like one guy versus 11, and they just kept scoring. That's the only way that's going to happen. And last clue. They are a Polish striker who starred at Bayern Munich. A Polish striker who starred at Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich. Alright, answers should be locked. The greatest Polish player of all time, and arguably the greatest striker in Bayern Munich's history. I mean, there's Muller and Mario Gomez and some players like that. But to me, he's one of the best. The answer, or the player is Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski. 5 goals in 9 seconds is out. No, sorry, 9 minutes, 9 seconds. And 9 minutes is disgusting. Like, that's crazy. Alright. Player number 18. Here we go. They are known for strength and clinical finishing. Strength and clinical. Clinical's hard to say. Clinical finishing. Here's clue number 2. They broke scoring records early in their career. They broke scoring records early in their career. Okay. Could be a couple of different players. And then the third clue comes to just give the answer away. They are a Norwegian striker that plays for Manchester City. Who could it be? Answers are locked. The answer is Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. If there's someone who could probably beat Lewandowski's record, it's probably Haaland. If he gets, I don't know, because he's doing well now. You would assume in a couple of years, maybe, he'll be in his prime. Maybe he could score a lot. Let's see. Alright, second last player. First clue. They are known for their confidence and their personality. Again, I feel like that gives it away. Confidence and personality. If you have a good guess, I think you should lock that in for the 3 points. Hint or clue number 2. They played for numerous top European clubs. Numerous top European clubs. And the last clue is not too specific. I could just give you the country, and you might know. But we ain't doing that for this one. It's supposed to get harder. And here's the second last question. They are famous for acrobatic and long-range goals. Who's famous for acrobatic and long-range goals? Answers are locked. For 0.5 points, this is the man that said, or was asked, what'd you get? I think it was his wife for her birthday. He said, nothing. I gave her me. And who is me? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan. The man who took out a full page in a newspaper when he went to LA and said, "You're welcome," when he signed for them. That's so funny. Alright, last but not least, definitely not least, we have the final player. I feel like there's a lot of people who have a perfect score so far. But how much points did you get your perfect score with? Let me know below. Here we go. Player number 20. First clue. They are known for creativity controversy, creativity, and controversy. Okay. The next two clues are going to start to give it away. Second clue, they carried their team to World Cup glory in 1986. Who carried their team to World Cup glory in 1986? We're going a little bit further than Ronaldo, Nazario this time. And last clue. This is one of the reasons why you should watch my other videos, to help with future quizzes, because this fact or clue was included on a previous video I've done. This player, and I think we mentioned both of these, scored both the Hand of God goal and a legendary solo goal, which I believe had a different name. Goal of the century. I don't know. Maybe. I think so. What is it? Who is it? Answers are locked. The final player for today is the one, the only, arguably top 5 player of all time, maybe even top 4. Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona. How'd you guys do? Thank you all for watching. That was the Guess the Player in 3 clues. Let me know what your score was below. Leave a like, subscribe for more. And yeah, I'm basically doing videos every Thursday and Sunday. That's my goal. I'm trying to be consistent with it. Let's hope. And possibly let's add in a Tuesday video. Who knows? Not sure. We'll find out. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave suggestions for future videos. And make sure to have a great sleep.